Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the online class. This is Maqsood Akhtar, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Home Economics College, Ajimpur, Dhaka. Dear students, how are you? I think all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine. Dear students, our today's topic is right form of verb. This is my fifth and last class on this topic. I have already conducted 4 classes before on this topic, and I have already discussed many rules and regulations of this on this topic. I think these rules and regulations on this topic, right forms of verb, will be very useful for you. I think you are practicing these rules and regulations at home. Okay, dear students? Today I am going to discuss more rules on this topic. Now rule 33. Dear students, look at this slide. Some prepositions such as of, in, between, after, by, without, before, on require verb with ing. Some prepositions such as of, in, between, after, by, without, before, on requires verb with ing. These prepositions of, in, between, after, by, without, before, on require verb with ing. Clear, students? For example, she is not interested in read novels. Here, in is preposition. So the correct form of this will be in reading. The verb read will take ing. So the correct form of the sentence will be she is not interested in reading novels. Another example, before to go to bed, you will have to study. Before going to bed, you will have to study. Here, before is preposition. So, the verb go will add ing. So, before going to bed, you will have to study. Now, rule 34. If the word list presents in a sentence, the subject after the word list requires should or might and then base form of the verb. The subject after the word list in a sentence requires should or might and then base form of verb. For example, she works hard lest he fail in the preliminary examination. The correct form of the sentence will be he works hard lest he should fail in the preliminary examination. Here, the subject he requires verb should and then base form of the verb fail, because the word list is present before the subject he. So the correct form of the sentence will be he works hard lest he should fail in the preliminary examination. Another example, the old man uses a stick lest he fall on the ground. The correct form of the sentence will be the old man uses a stick lest he should fall on the ground. Dear students, now rule 35. Imperative sentence. So dear students, we know what is imperative sentence is. Imperative sentence is a kind of sentence which expresses order, request, advice, etc. And you know, imperative sentence starts by base form of verb or present form of verb, and
subject is implied in this sentence.
I again say, imperative sentence starts by the present form of the verb or base form of the verb. For example, go there at once. Here, go is principal verb. So the correct form of the sentence will be go there at once. In the same way, do not waste your time. The correct form of the sentence will be do not waste your time. Now rule 36. If there are two verbs in a sentence and one of them is a finite verb, the second verb will be ing added verb. The second verb will be ing added verb. If the second verb expresses purpose, the verb must be infinitive. I again say, dear students, if there are two verbs in a sentence and one of the verb is finite verb, the second verb will be ing added verb. If the second verb expresses purpose, it will be infinitive. Infinitive means 2 plus present form of verb or 2 plus base form of verb. For example, she went out, close the door. Here, there are two verbs in this sentence. One is went, finite verb is went, and second verb is close. So, the verb close will take ing. So, the correct form of the sentence will be she went out closing the door. Another example, she came here, open a bank account. Here, second verb open expresses purpose. So the correct form of the sentence will be she came here to open a bank account. Here 2 plus present form of verb means infinitive. Clear, students? Now rule 37. In case of when added complex sentence, if the clause after when is in past indefinite tense, the another clause will be past continuous tense if the incident or event of the clause is going on. If the incident or event of the second clause is going on. I again say, if the clause in a complex sentence after when is in past indefinite tense and the incident or event of another clause is going on. The clause will be in past continuous tense. For example, when I went to the field, they play cricket. The correct form of the sentence will be when I went to the field, they were playing cricket, because the incident of the clause they play cricket is going on. So the clause they play cricket will be in past continuous tense. And dear students, we know the structure of past continuous tense. The structure is subject, then was or were, then verb with ing. Here subject is they and they takes auxiliary verb were as the subject. They is in third person plural number. So the subject they will take auxiliary verb were and then verb with ing. So the correct form of the sentence will be when I went to the field, they were playing cricket. Another example, when Jahid finished the task, his friends prepared to leave. In the same way, we can say when Jahid finished the task, his friends were preparing to leave. Clear, students? Now rule 38. If the word while starts a sentence starts by the word while, we will follow this structure. Notice here the students, while and then verb. If the sentence pattern is while and then verb in bracket, we have to follow this structure: while and then verb with ing, while and then verb with ing. For example, while go to market, I saw him. While going to market, I saw him. But if a subject present after while and then verb is in bracket after subject, we'll follow this structure: while, then subject, then past continuous tense. For example, while I go to market, I saw him. The correct form of the sentence will be while I was going to market. While I was going to market, I saw him. Clear, students? Now rule 39. If a simple sentence comes from complex sentence and reduced clause starts by verb, this verb will take ing with it. For example, reach Borishal, I will phone you. Correct form of the sentence will be reaching Borishal, I will phone you. Or having reached Borishal, I will phone you. I again say, if a simple sentence comes from a complex sentence, the reduced clause starts with a verb. The verb will take ing with it, or perfect participle means having plus past participle form of the verb means perfect participle. For example, reach Borishal, I will phone you. The correct form of the sentence will be reaching Borishal, I will phone you, or having reached Borishal. Having reached Borishal, perfect participle. Having and then past participle form of the verb means perfect participle. So we can say having reached Borishal, I will phone you. Another example, finish the work, he went home. In the same way, we can say finishing the work, he went home, or having finished the work, he went home. Clear, students? Now rule 40. If any sentence is in passive voice, if any sentence is in passive voice, the subject of the sentence will take auxiliary verb and then past participle form of the verb. I again say, if any sentence is in passive voice. So dear students, notice here, how can we understand passive voice? If the subject in a sentence is not doer, if the subject of a sentence is not doer, the sentence is in passive voice. I again say, if the subject in a sentence is not doer, the sentence is in passive voice. For example, the work did yesterday. Notice here, dear students, the work did yesterday. Notice here, the subject in this sentence, the work is not doer, doer. The subject in this sentence is not doer. So the sentence is in passive voice. And the sentence is in past indefinite tense because the adverb yesterday is present in this sentence. So the correct form of the sentence will be the work was done yesterday, because the sentence is in past indefinite tense. So the subject, the work, will take auxiliary verb was or were and then past participle form of the verb did and then yesterday. So the correct form of the sentence will be the work was done yesterday. In the same way, recently our new project submit. Here the subject, our new project, is not the doer in this sentence. So the sentence is in passive voice and the word or adverb recently is present in this sentence. So the sentence is in present perfect tense. So the correct form of the sentence will be recently our new project has been submitted, because the subject our new project will take auxiliary verb has been or has been, as the given sentence is in present perfect tense. And then past participle form of the verb submit is submitted. So we can say recently our new project has been submitted. Thank you very much, dear students. I think you must practice these rules and regulations at home, and I'm sure you will do well in this section, right form of verb. You will do well in this right forms of verb section. Okay? Thank you very much.